Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is going to be another update on Hey Dumm Dumm, the first issue of my comic series I'm going to be working on. Before we get into anything, I do want to thank my new subscribers. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Hopefully you won't regret doing that. So thank you so much. It all helps. Um, so with that being said, let's hop into the next issue. Is the current progress of issue one. So it's coming along pretty well. I have. Let me move this over here. I wanted to make sure you guys could see the comics while I'm doing this, but it cuts off a little bit. So, what did I just do? Oh, it's way over here. Let's open. Okay, so at page 31, working on page 32. I have not done anything today. It's almost 2 o'clock now, and I have done no work on it, and I'm very disappointed because I got up a little earlier to do that. But you know that mood when you know you have work to do, but then you procrastinate by cleaning. I've been doing that all morning, so shame on me, but the cleaning's done now. I've got no more excuses. So, 2 o'clock, we're here doing this. I've got, what is it? That's 10, 12, 13 pages left of this issue to ink, and I think I can get that done this weekend. If not, I can get enough of it done where by the middle of next week I will start coloring, and that will be hopefully that won't be cutting it too close because I'm going to start coloring next week no matter what, even if I had to finish up these pages, do a page of this a day to catch up. But I will start coloring no matter what next week, and I don't feel like it's too much of an issue to do that catch up on those. So I'm in a really good place, not where I want to be, but I'm in a really good place. Otherwise, here's a couple more. I'll give you a couple more issues like what you're looking at art wise. This is the black and whites. I gotta get rid of that. Any line art, it's pretty much good. The line art, I'm good where it is. There's a few parts where I'll probably have to clean where we probably the when the pen picks up, it leaves like a little streak, like these little marks here. It's not as bad on this one. We'll just do that. But some of them are a little more worse. But those can all be cleaned up in the color process, and it won't take any more time to do so. So I'm okay with it. Here's the same sample of the color I showed earlier. This is kind of what I'm going for. I'm actually very happy with it. Hopefully the resolution is enough that the comics can print it well. I've done what they said so far in resolution wise, and before I finalize anything, I'll do that. So I like this quality so far. I can see it as a comic. It's not by any means super professional, but I like the way it is where I am now. And the point of doing this is to get that practice in to make it look that professional way. So if the rest of it can come out like this, I'm okay. Um, it's not all going to be dark like that though. This is Dum Dum's color palette. She's not bright and noisy. So this is kind of what we're looking at in the world. It's going to be noisy. It was supposed to be like a cartoon, like a noisy 11-minute fast-paced cartoon is what I originally decided it was to be, and that's why it's she's going to be like that. And I'm going to maintain the atmosphere for the whole thing. This is the handler. That's what she's going to look like. She's blue and white. I was debating on having it the blue. I really really like it. It fits the squid theme that I guess is now what I'm going for. It's not intentional, but that's what's happened. So whatever. Um, so that's kind of how I'm going with there. The coloring should not take that long. It will take time, obviously, but not as near as long as these lines have been taking. Um, so I think we're doing good there. I didn't want to show that panel, but there we are. Uh, so that's the progress of that. I should still make it in time. The release date I'm still looking forward to is going to be on May 4th. That means I have to finish up cut these last line arts this weekend, start coloring by the 8th into by the 21st. So that gives me 2 weeks to colors and put font and everything. I want to apologize. There may be grammar and spelling issues. I don't have an editor, and I kind of, like I said, this script I wrote back in like 2011, and I didn't really change too much. I cleaned it up a little bit, but I, for whatever reason, did not have my friend read over it. He would have, but I don't know why I did not have him read over it. Nobody read over it, so there will be spelling issues and grammar issues, and I apologize, but that's kind of the fun of it. I don't care too much about it. It fits the comic. It's supposed to be parody of whatever, so I'm not too upset about that. But I'll do my best to make sure that it's not obviously bad. I'm gonna make myself look like an idiot, but it is called Hey Dumm Dumm, and that was the point. So, like I said, the release date still looking at the 4th of May. If I get everything done by the 21st, when it comes to getting the files formatted for the printers and sent, It'll be about the 21st or the 22nd when I'll have to do a little more research into finding out exactly what they need. I have an idea, and I've been following what their guidelines so far. But when that time comes, and before I format anything, it'll be through there, and I'll do some research into figuring it out. I think that they want PDFs. I'm not sure, but I know that some digital comics people don't like digital comic books in PDF form for whatever reason. I think it has to do with it hard to see, hard to read comic things or pictures. But I'm gonna figure out what to do with that. But right now it'll look like a PDF. But that will be an update that I'll let you know when I get to that day. And as soon as I send these things out to the printers, I will let you know the day of on Instagram, and then that following 26th, if I get information there, will be another update here. So I know it's kind of a pain to jump through them, but check that Instagram out so you can follow out when it goes to the printers, and follow up on the 26th for that information. Excuse me, and more when we get there. And then the next update will be the 3rd or the 4th, depending on if I can remember or not, where I will announce when it is and where we released. But the 26th, if I'm planning on putting it on my Etsy, I'll have a link to my Etsy shop there. You can make sure you have that followed and ready to go. So when it posts on that Friday or Saturday, if the printers get it to me, it'll be ready. Hopefully it won't take that long, because I'm only going to be ordering about 20 to 25 copies. I do intend to give my friend who's been helping me with this a copy. And I've got a couple more friends who've been very supportive. They don't really watch comics and cartoons, but they asked for a copy. So they've been supportive to me through this whole process, and it's kind of rare to get that support. I'm sure if as a creator you know. So I definitely want to give them a copy too. So by the time it comes out, I'm anticipating about 20 copies, physical copies originally, and then there will be the digital PDF version available. And if they go out fast, I'll look about ordering more. But right now, I'm only going to have the 20 because it's, I don't advertise myself very well, but I will be posting it on my Facebook page too and stuff for my friends, so just keep an eye out for that. Excuse me. I've recorded this video 3 times, but I keep missing information, so here we are again. So yeah, the May 4th is still currently the release date. The next update, like I said, will be the weekend of the May 4th. No, you'll have another update on the 12th or the 13th, and the 19th or the 20th, and 26th and 27th. So the next couple of weekends, just stay tuned here. Subscribe or notification if you want to hear more. And I will have some colored images by next week, so I'll be able to pop in here and show you some more of the colored pages of Dumm Dumm's actual adventure after she's done harassing the aliens. So we'll go from there. There'll be more colored pages to show, and I'm excited to show them to you too. There will be some dialogue on them, so I'll try not to show those parts, but if I have to, then oh well, it's going to be what it's going to be. I do want to say another thing I've been thinking about is might be too early to decide this, but I am going to decide. As of now, I'm only going to try to work on 12 issues for the first, the set of the Dumm Dumm comic. I've already got 7 episodes written out, and I've got to think of a couple more. 5 more to fill in the blanks. I do have a couple ideas I'll be working with. So if people like it, then obviously I'll go past the 12 issues. But my main goal is to work on 12 issues. And I've already got the first 5 issues lined up. I know what's going to happen in them. I know where it's going to go. After I'm done with this issue, this is taking me about 2.5 to 3 months to do this one. If I had the scripts ready, I would have a constant 2.5 to 3 month cycle going, but because I don't, after this issue, it'll be a little quiet. I'll still update on what's going on with the progress of it, but I'm not going to be showing any works or anything, because I'm going to try to get at least 5 scripts done. So when I'm not at my computer doing digital work, I will have something to be doing when it comes to the traditional work. So there's always going to be a lineup once this thing starts going of the Dumm Dumm comics going. By the time I'm posting updates on the inks and the line arts of my comic book, I will also be working on the next issue too. So by the time that the issue 2 comes out, you don't have to wait too much longer for the next issue 3, issue 4, issue 5. And I'm going to try to keep that line going up. It is only me working on this, working all the scripts, all the stories, all the coloring, the line arts, all this stuff. And so that's kind of what we're looking for. But I'm hoping to have at least a second issue out by the end of the year after all this. Because don't forget, I am also working on a bigger comic that I don't want Dumm Dumm to take up all the time of. And so once I get this issue out, I've already learned so much from this process, and I'll have a plan, a proper schedule. I'll make a proper schedule, and I'll have a proper plan on what I need to do, the priorities from beginning to end, and it's really helped a lot. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. But there will be 12 issues for sure, and then if you guys like it and you want to see more, I'll be glad to do more. But I wanted to just kind of work on getting my comic skills honed down because I've done line arts before. I don't do much coloring, but I really enjoy the coloring part of it. My brother has always said good things about the line art, and I've never believed him. I never cared because it always seems like bland, but he's liked it, and so getting back into digital art, getting in with the coloring, it's all practice, all just warm ups for my bigger issue, my bigger comic, not issue, for the main comic I'm working on. So Dum Dum I cannot make my priority, but right now it is, and I will hopefully be able to make them both priorities next to each other. So that's kind of what we're working on, and we'll see exactly what from start to finish how it goes. And then a lot of things that I learned, I only have to learn once, like how the comic printing is going to go. So that's going to take a little bit more time out, or script writing, the pattern of the story, the beat of the story, how it's going to go. I only have to learn that one a couple times, do it a couple times. Then once I've learned it, it'll go from there. But that's pretty much it for that. Like I said, there will be 12 issues for this first part. Like I said, I want to get at least 2 done this year, and then by the time I'm done with the second one, by the end of this year, everything else should be caught up enough where I should be able to get 3 or 4 out by the following year. So this is going to be yearly progress, but it might even be less than that. I might be able to get 5 out. Or if it only takes me 2 months to do, I can get 6 out a year, so once every 2 months. So, but depending on how we go, like I said, I kind of want all the issues out in the conga line. So when one comes out, one's almost ready to come out. So that's kind of my plan. I don't know if that's gonna work, but as this to me saying it out loud sometimes helps, and we're gonna work on that during that time as well. I have put off my main comic aside, and I don't like doing that. So after I'm done with this one, I'm gonna take a break. Then I'll work on the main comic. I'll still keep you updated on when they're going to be ready. The physical copies are out, but that's still weeks out, and I'm not even done with the copy yet. I still have to get the cover page done, and the back cover page, and the inside cover page is done too, and that's something I didn't even think about until a couple weeks ago, and I have not even touched that yet. So I'm still not there yet. I'm not over the hill, but I'm getting there. Again, I don't know if I thanked my subscribers, new subscribers, at the beginning of the video, but I want to thank you again. If you think that this is something that some of your friends might see or might want to be interested in, it's just random nonsense. There's nothing about it. It's just silly adventures and stories that isn't so pressured on, issues for today. It's just kind of a way to release and let your mind wander, and that's what this is. Like all those stupid thoughts you ever think in your head, that's kind of what this is. So, but following a basic story. But without getting into too much details, just this is what we're looking at right now, and I hope you guys are interested. If you look like you're interested, get your friends involved, show them that this is going to be the first issue will always be free. If I can get it out by the 4th, I'm really hoping that, so wish me luck. Now I'm going in circles. I'm going to stop here. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment below. Thank you everybody for your support, and I will see you in the next update.